Welcome to the Reading Theatre Project's 6th annual 5-Minute Fringe Festival. My name is Vicki Haller-Graf, and I'm the Artistic Director of the Reading Theatre Project. First, we want to thank the Pennsylvania Council on the Arts, Berks Arts, the Reading Musical Foundation, and the Berks County Community Foundation for continuing to support and advocate for us and other arts organizations throughout the pandemic. We would also like to thank Restore Property Care, Lightning Rod Reiki, and Elaine and Ed Soltis for sponsoring the Fringe Festival this year. If this is your first 5-Minute Fringe Festival, welcome. If you've been to the 5-Minute Fringe Festival before, you can still expect new, challenging, delightful, experimental, and personal performances. Each night features different pieces from different artists, 6 or 7 each night, and each night will be followed by a talkback. I hope you will join us on Zoom immediately following this performance. We will share a Zoom link in the comments. Please note, this performance is not appropriate for children. If you are able, please consider making a donation on our website, what you might pay for a ticket to see a play or a play reading. This project is offered for free, but your financial support will let us know that the work we do has value and will enable us to carry on. If you're on social media, please share a photo and your thoughts about Fringe and tag us or forward our email blast to a friend and introduce them to our work. Word of mouth really helps us to connect with new audiences. And now, please enjoy the 5-Minute Fringe.
Hi.
Hi.
Hope you're staying safe during COVID. I've never had a first date like this before.
I thought this was just a Zoom chat, not a date.
But we matched on Tinder.
I'm only looking for friends.
Oh, sorry. Guess I misunderstood. No hard feelings.
Sure thing.
Hope you're staying safe during COVID. I've never had a first date like this before.
Neither have I. Just the crazy times we're living in, I guess.
Sometimes I wonder if I was born in the wrong time period, you know?
Not really?
Well, you know, because it's all in the timing.
Just the crazy times we're living in, I guess.
Sometimes I wonder if the secret to life is actually the same as the secret to comedy.
What do you...
It's all in the timing. So, do you live around here?
Yeah, kind of new. Moved here a few months before the pandemic. Do you?
Yeah, I just moved back. Just got out of a rehab for biking it.
Nope.
So, do you live around here?
Why do you ask?
Just interested.
Are you really interested, or are you trying to stalk me? Maybe you're only interested for the sake of making small talk long enough to get me to break quarantine and come back to your place to listen to some obscure hipster album on vinyl. Ugh. Or you're trying to find my address so you can steal my identity. Or you'll keep the address for yourself so you can sit outside my window every night and creep on me. Or you'll break into my house and wear my panties. None of which interests me.
So, did you have any plans for tonight?
Nope. Just reading.
Sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it? Reading there, all by yourself.
Sometimes I just need a little me time to recharge. You know? Cappuccino, a great book, rainy night.
Since we're both stuck at home on a Friday night with nowhere to go, would you like to pretend we're somewhere else?
I think the weight of that fantasy would just crush my hopes even more.
Fair.
To tell you the truth, I was probably going to put on some Netflix after I finished this chapter. What about you?
Oh, I have plans later.
Uh-huh. Girlfriend coming over?
Ex, actually. She's pregnant and due in March. No, I just got out of a relationship, actually.
Oh.
Long one.
I'm sorry to hear it.
To tell you the truth, I haven't had a first date in years. I'm overwhelmed with anxiety.
Yeah. You do seem a little rusty.
Hell of a year for us to be starting over, huh?
I don't like to think of it as starting over. Just a fresh opportunity for new beginnings.
New beginning. I like that. To tell you the truth, I've always felt a little trapped by my past.
I believe a person is who they are in the present. And that can change over time.
So you think people can change?
I know I have.
I mean, I guess in some ways I have too. I used to be a lot less confident. Probably because I used to be fat. I mean, I guess in some ways I have too. My beliefs have really changed over time. I used to think Nickelback was good. I had a goth phase. I don't really believe in labels or letting my interests define me as a person. I don't think you can just hang a sign on someone and have that be their entire identity.
Absolutely. You must be a Scorpio. Absolutely.
You know,
I was thinking about
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm about to go watch some Netflix, and
Same.
Probably just gonna rewatch The Office for the 17th time.
You do know that's leaving Netflix on New Year's Day, right?
What? No.
Do you like sushi?
Yesterday, I spent $50 on Grubhub to get sushi delivered because I was too lazy to put on pants. Did you watch Tiny Toon Adventures growing up?
Yes. And do you like Big Bang Theory?
I hate it. I think it's brain dead entertainment.
Me too.
Do you believe true love still exists?
As long as everyone can get married, absolutely.
And do you want children?
Oh, God, no. I can't afford them.
Me neither.
And no matter how crazy the world gets, would you still love me?
Yes.
And cherish me forever?
Yes. Do you still want to go watch Netflix?
Sure thing.
Hi, Mom. I'm hungry. Do we have anything to eat? No. Well, how about drink? We always have milk. Why don't we have any milk? We didn't yesterday either. Is something wrong with Betsy? She's getting older? Well, what are we gonna do? Yes, I can sell her to market. I could definitely do that. I promise. And I will not sell her for some magic beans. I will not fall for that trick. Thanks. Hey, Betsy. Come on. You're gonna go someplace new. You're gonna really like your new place, I'm sure. They're gonna be so nice to you, and you'll get the best grain. What's this? Yes! I do want some magic beans! You want my cow? But my mom! Yes, she will understand whenever I bring home a goose that lays golden eggs. Of course she would! Yes, that is worth it. Okay, come on, Betsy! Thank you! It's gonna solve everything! I have to go tell Mom right now. Mom! Look at what I got! No! Don't throw them! But there's a golden goose and a harp and giants and wells and... Oh, man. Yeah, I guess I'll go to bed without supper. I knew it was true. Watch out, Giants. Here comes Jack. It's gonna be so perfect. They're never gonna see me coming. I'll do just what they say and hide in the oven. Woo! It's kind of wobbly up here. All right, Giants. Da da da! Whoa! Whoa! There's only clouds up here. Oh man. Mom was right. Back down the beanstalk. Why would she even sell me beans if she knew that there wasn't anything out there? What are we gonna do? We don't have Betsy anymore. Wait a second. There's beans on this beanstalk. So many of them. We could eat on them for a year. Oh my gosh, we can even trade them for other things. We're saved. I'm gonna go tell Mom.
Looking out the upstairs window, a yellow rose lingered on the vine. I smiled. Some say that a yellow rose is friendship, peace, grace. I think it's so. It's hard to look away on a cold, gray day. It was a busy day, and this is what happened. I had one more stop to make to the pharmacy before I could make my way home to dinner. As I locked my car door and started toward the store's door, I realized I didn't have my mask. Back to the car, retracing my steps, went into the store. I seemed to be surrounded by a sea of masks. As I made my way toward the back of the store for my prescription, I could see the long line heading in front of me. I took my place. I stood in line and self-absorbed. I waited. I did glance back, though, and I noticed that there was now a line forming behind me that was almost as long as the line ahead of me. I was somewhere in the middle. I did notice, glancing back, that there was a man standing there. His energy was different, self-contained, sad, and he wasn't wearing a mask. I thought that maybe in his rush he had forgotten. So I turned around and decided not to focus on anything or think about anything except the coat in front of me. Self-absorbed. As I slowly moved forward, I noticed that a line had formed beside me, and the line to the side of me had the man standing next to me. He was behind me and now side by side. As I stepped up to the counter, I was told that I had 2 prescriptions waiting. I asked what they were, refused one, and accepted the other. And as I reached into my purse to find my credit card, I overheard the man next to me say, "1 pill. That's all I need is just 1 pill. My wife died last night, and I just need 1 pill." With that, my stomach and my heart jumped. Ordinarily, I would engage and offer sympathy, but I didn't. I paid for my purchase and I walked out the store. I opened my car door, sliding into the seat, and I wrapped my arms around the steering wheel and prayed. Please, dear God, bless this man and be with him tonight. And if at all possible, tomorrow, let him see a yellow rose of friendship, peace, and grace.
a chick. I'm about to throw down some straight Yukon gold. I woke up in the morning feeling kinda special spiffy, so I went down to the kitchen to make breakfast in a jiffy. I was halfway cracking eggs, and what did I realize? I was freshly out of spuds to make my home fries. Now eggs without potatoes is like Sunny with no share. Hard to imagine cause they're such a perfect pair. So I went to the pantry to have a little look. I'm gonna keep on searching while you listen to the hook. Oh, spuds, you got me good.
Got me so good.
Craving potatoes like I knew I would.
Like I knew I would.
Oh, spuds, you got me mad. Breakfast without taters gonna make me sad. Well, there's no well-rounded breakfast without a tot or two, and these canned sliced potatoes, these will just not do. I'm searching for a starch that's not instant or a skin. I got a taste in my mouth for something that'll win. Hash brown hunting in the freezy and looking for some fries. I got that local station on, and much to my surprise, there's talk about the farmers, and what did they just say? Today at 10 o'clock is a potato giveaway. No sooner had I heard it than I was in my car on the way to score some tubers. It wasn't very far. 40,000 pounds of rust, it's so tasty. Got me speeding like a demon and driving kinda hasty. Pulling up to the lot, it was clear that word got round. Chucking boxes into trunks by the 50 pound. I waited for an hour driving slowly in the queue, writing songs about potatoes. Hey, what's a girl to do? Oh, spuds, you got me good.
Got me so good.
Craving potatoes like I knew I would.
Like I knew I would.
You got me mad. Breakfast without taters gonna make me sad. Now I'm riding dirty, getting rowdy with my roots, rolling deep in ugly tubers with some kettle chips to boot. Thank you to the farmers for your crop share, giving back to the people and showing that you care. I'm headed for the homestead and got brunchin' on my mind. Gonna bust out my skillet and make my favorite kind. Slicing scalloped hasselbacks and dreaming up my days. It's time to cook potatoes in 1,000 different ways. Oh, spuds, you got me good.
Got me so good.
Craving potatoes like I knew I would.
Like I knew I would.
Oh, spuds, you got me glad.
So glad.
Best tasting potatoes that I ever had. Oh, spuds, you got me good.
Got me so good.
Craving potatoes like I knew I would.
Like I knew I would.
Oh, spuds, you got me glad.
So glad.
Best tasting potatoes that I ever had. Oh, spuds, you got me bad.
Vegetable.
Oh,
Hey.
spuds, you got me bad.
Taters.
Oh,
Hey.
spuds, you got me bad.
Home fries.
Oh,
Hey.
spuds, you got me bad.
Hash browns.
As I sit, mesmerized, memorizing the stars and the rats are dancing. What has happened? A virtual life prevails, awaiting the snare on way. A feeling of listlessness and dissatisfaction arising from a lack of occupation or excitement. Listless, motionless, Then I shut my eyes. Let be a new finale. Is not existing an option? But what is this non-existence? Mass confusion. Some refer to you as great, and some refer to you as dreadful. But a true emperor bows out when conquered. Hold on to grace. Welcome tomorrow. Welcome a new guide. Flowing and falling more. The Dark Queen will be found. Can a dark victory actually be light? It was different for Dante and Virgil. One day we have a talking puppet. The true emperor has left. The only emperor is the emperor of ice cream. I shut my eyes. A virtual life awaits. World orders. And a new normal now baits. And found. Cabin fever struck. Left insane. Falling earth. Sadness overwhelms as inequality rises. Sadness overwhelms as inequality rises. A feeling of listlessness, excitement fades. Much madness is divinest sense to a discerning eye. Much sense the starkest madness, 'tis the majority in this, as all prevail assent, and you are sane, demure. You're straightway dangerous, and handled with a chain. The person who died spoke loudly to the living. We are no longer inspired. We breathe for inspiration. Stories fall to deaf ears and mouth with myriad subtleties. Yet a soul is nourished by words. Loved ones are close. Loved ones afar. A new norm masking the old. Cry in my sleep, the clay is vile underneath. Laugh. We sing. Within dreams, thou art slave to fate, chance, kings, and desperate men. Still, a mouth with myriad subtleties. Walking. We look at trees. Are we afraid? Yellow, red, orange, brown. Joy is found again. Yet the night will come. We cherish the fallen son, the daughter. Arise, walking again. Loved ones are close, loved ones are far. I sit, mesmerized, memorizing. I shut my eyes. I lift my lids, a soul nourished by words. Thank you.
Is it all ready? Yes? Great. Hi guys! Happy Thanksgiving! I am so glad we can spend this holiday together. Well, you know, not together, but you know what I mean. At least we have this. Don't you love what I did with the table? Mom, I know it's not as fancy as what you do every year, but I hope you like it. Believe me, when I get my own house, I'm going to go crazy with the tablescapes. Is that even a word? Tablescapes. It's funny, I never heard that phrase in my life before I turned 30. Must be one of those perks of getting older. One of the signs that you finally reached the domestic nesting phase, right? Like taking up knitting or learning to play golf. Anyway, I was watching one of those cooking shows and they were talking about centerpieces, which is where I came up with the idea for this. I had to watch a YouTube video about 1,000 times to get this right, but I think it came out pretty good. Don't you? Yeah? Hope you like it. Oh, I have a chicken in the oven. It should be ready any minute now. Oh, you're probably thinking, why is Emily making a chicken on Thanksgiving instead of a turkey? I'll tell you why. Because I forgot to get one. Went to the store last night and all they have were frozen turkeys and I didn't feel like dealing with it, so I'm roasting a chicken. Cook what you know, right, Mom? So anyway, the bird should be done in about a half hour, and then I'll set it to the side while I make the rest of the dinner. The stuffing, cranberries, potatoes are cooking for the mashed potatoes, and I'll blanch some green beans with almonds. Oh, my neighbor Val dropped off an extra pumpkin pie, so dessert's all taken care of too. It's a lot of food for just me. Can't make Thanksgiving dinner for one though, right? Yeah. I'm just sad you can't be here. I wish I could come visit you. Most years I would have said that to me, and I wish I could just come over and have you do everything, but did they even have Thanksgiving in the hospital? Will they give you stuffing, cranberries, pumpkin pie? guess not. I suppose that's what you get for refusing to wear your fucking mask. You said this was all a hoax. You said that because the idiots you watch on TV kept telling you it was a hoax. Don't listen to the media, they said. This'll all be over by election day. Happy? Do you finally feel superior to all those smug assholes who relied on, what's the word, science? Have you sufficiently owned the libs? I know I sound angry. I am angry. I'm angry that my parents fell down a rabbit hole of stupid 10 years ago and instead of climbing out, just kept digging. And now you're in the hospital because you ignored a pandemic. Worse than ignored it. You said it didn't exist. Congratulations. Now you know how wrong you were. Look, you're in your old age. Sorry, but there's no point in sugarcoating it. You could have been on your way out even without COVID. A fall, a sudden heart attack, cancer, I don't know. They would have all hurt. No matter what, I would have ended up in pieces and never quite get put back together again. Same with Dad. But this self-inflicted stupidity, and you're smarter than this. You're supposed to be smarter than this. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be cruel. I love you, and I want you to make good choices. How many times did you say that to me growing up? 12, 1,000. Now I finally get why. That was the oven. I have to go. I'll text you a picture later of all the food. I love you. Get better, okay? Talk later. Nurse, you can turn it off now. Thanks. Oh, and text me if she wakes up.